13. What's going on, Matt?
What's going on, Adam? We're back. Episode 13. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute. I apologize for my schedule. Mine's a schedule just taking a hold of me the last 2 weeks, but
Q4 in sales. You're a salesman.
Yeah,
You're a sales guy. This is the big time for you, right?
Still in the sales grind. Yep. Q4. We had a Q4 happy hour last week to kick everything off. Hopefully everybody's in good spirits.
Bunch of excited people in the sales squad.
Exactly. And hopefully excited customers too.
Yeah,
so
that's what I'm talking about.
Going into, the holiday season, everybody has their own schedules and budgeting and
you're probably seeing so many different types of technology too, like people planning for next year.
Oh yeah.
Just talking about how they're going to transform their business and stuff that you deal with on a day-to-day basis in IT sales.
Absolutely. And what we've covered a lot on here, security. Security is the biggest topic that we're discussing too, because everybody's getting hacked like crazy.
It's wild. It's wild. I hope to learn more like the difference in, traditional or enterprise security that maybe you deal with and how that is the same or similar to blockchain and Web3. I think something over time we'll find out. Maybe we'll get some security experts in here.
Absolutely.
That'd be cool.
I've low-key been talking about it with my customers too. I was like, there's going to be like some sort of inception at some point on beefing up security, and that might be a Web3 topic that you guys might be investing into in the future.
This is how you make some of the lower guys on the lower guys and girls on the totem pole look smarter for their bosses, coming up with some of these new ideas that might be 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 years out, but making them look good, sharing that info with their boss.
Conceptually, they're like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, nothing. But at the end of the day, it's identity.
Exactly. But I did want to give you your flowers over the last couple weeks. I mean, more than a couple weeks. You've been killing the social media landscape.
We've been grinding. We've been in the lab cooking.
Yeah. So much so, like, we got different eyeballs on it that our last couple podcasts, we haven't had really that much reach like we do now.
No. I've just tried to hit, YouTube, Facebook. We were talking before the show, YouTube Shorts and Facebook Reels and all these new forms of content that people can put out in short form, not as opposed to in addition to our long form full episodes. Like, we're filming episode 3, but being able to chop this up into a bunch of little clips to share that, it reaches more people.
On top of the NRM quality, like, it's just a perfect marriage. Like, you've been freaking grinding that, but I
appreciate that, man.
What comes with that was the hate that we received.
It's actually the best part.
Yeah.
In my opinion. That kind of means we made it, right?
I've been looking forward to it because we've put out a lot of content in the past. Like, even my past podcast with Brian, like, we pumped out a lot of episodes, long form style. We didn't really get like the communication that we wanted, but we did get a couple haters, and I was happy to see that. I was not gonna lie.
There's a real feeling like someone was not only watching our stuff, which is cool. Who knows where they're from or where that began, but also the fact that they care enough to comment something like that. You want to read this comment we had, or you want me?
You go for it.
Let's hear it. Okay.
It clearly, you could tell it affected him.
It affected him. So this is our first hater comment. I won't use his last name, but by a man named Bobo. He said, NFTs are the goofiest shit I've ever seen.
Shout out Bobo.
Shout out Bobo. I'll be crying from laughing so hard when these crypto bros are making me a Subway sandwich 3 years from now. Bobo.
Bobo with the hammer drop.
Thank you so much. I actually do really appreciate it.
Me too. I was laughing, and I think we had a couple other comments. But that one was like,
this one took the cake. It was the first,
plotting on our downfall. Yeah. And it was the first.
Within the first couple videos that I posted of ours, and as soon as it popped up, I'm like, yes, we made it.
Somebody hit me on my Instagram DMs who's like, his mind's going to be blown when you guys come out with the Subway sandwich NFTs.
Right? Now you got me thinking. A $5 foot long.
The Subway bros.
There's some marketing. I don't support Subway, actually.
No, me neither. It's disgusting. But.
It's disgusting. And I always like Quiznos anyway.
Oh yeah. Is Quiznos still around?
I think so.
Okay.
Not as many.
I haven't seen one in a while.
It should. Why would you not toast everything? Why would you not put it through there?
I don't know, but we should probably quit this streamcast because we're not making any money and we're leading people down the wrong path. So
inflation, man. We might be able to charge $7.
Bobo might have a point, man.
He might. But as I was reading that, I was thinking how this ties into some of the investigative stuff we're planning on
Investigative
talking.
stuff,
I had a
yes.
segue. It's just flying out of my mind right now, but it's been a big week in terms of headlines.
Yeah. Oh,
and,
yeah.
and I want to say headlines because, at least for some of it, that's all it is at this point. But let's break it down.
It's a lot of question marks out there.
Yeah. Do you know what happened with Yuga and SEC, or you want to sort of introduce?
Yeah,
briefly?
absolutely. So Yuga Labs, they created Bored Ape Yacht Club, which is probably not first. It goes back and forth. First, second most popular, most profitable NFT project with CryptoPunks. And so I guess the SEC ended up putting a microscope on them, like, okay, how the hell are you guys bringing in this cash? Because these are just, computer images that people are paying thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions for, to reap the benefits of that community. So I think it's just people in that agency is like, yo, what the fuck? Like
In the SEC?
Yeah. This is not making any sense. Like, we have to see if it's any foul play, any fraud.
They're investigating, at least from what I understood, if Bored Ape Yacht Club tokens can be considered, and I think ApeCoin and the whole ecosystem plays into it. But the Bored Ape Yacht Club token, is it a actual security, or is it not a security? Is it a security that needs to be regulated or falls under the regulations of common securities today that the SEC regulates, or is it this new form? So they're investigating that.
Right. Regulation being the key piece of that.
Yes.
Because, we've talked about it on our past podcasts, like streamcast. Sorry, Paul. ApeCoin is being utilized in the marketplace. So when a Gucci is partnering with them or whoever in the future, are you exposed by, aligning yourselves with whatever partnership that ApeCoin has with some of these companies out here? So,
right.
I definitely think the question that I took from that was, is this good for Web3? Is this good for NFTs?
And what was your first reaction? What do you think?
My first reaction was kind of 50-50. If it passes the SEC investigation, I think that is just instant marketing for NFTs and the value that it brings in today's world and in the market. But if they don't understand it or don't see it a certain way, or for whatever reason, it doesn't get past the investigation and they drop the hammer down on Yuga Labs,
that's a problem.
That's a problem for everyone, because Bored Ape Yacht Club is looked at as
the face of this.
Yes, the height of this. We talked about their marketing scheme. People are using them at their concerts or whatever. So,
and it's a marketing that everyone sees and everyone speculates about. There's a lot of maybe more valuable NFT projects or tokens in the art world, the X copies or the art blocks whole ecosystem. But in terms of headline grabbing, financially driven attention over the last 2.5 years, 2 years, it's been it's been Bored Ape Yacht Club.
Yeah, absolutely. And we played that Tyler the Creator clip on our last streamcast, and it's just he was like, what the fuck is a monkey doing with the Supreme jacket on? So there's already hate associated to that. It's the face of the NFT, if you will. So if it goes down, it's going to be detrimental to everybody and everything in the space. Even some of the derivative projects, they all base their stuff on Bored Ape Yacht Club.
Right.
And so they're kind of laying their own blueprint. So I don't know, man. I was 50-50 on it because it's there is a chance that it could not be understood, or it definitely could be a security risk or a liability.
Yeah. I think right now it's just a headline, and I think it reads negatively that the SEC is investigating them. I don't think it's a bad thing at all. In fact, this early, it's probably a very good thing. And we hope that Yuga Labs, the organization overseeing Bored Ape Yacht Club and CryptoPunks and Meebits, you hope that Yuga Labs puts every effort into making this investigation not just go well, but be detailed. And we want a blueprint for how this can work, how an NFT is going to fit into this whole financial world. So this is an important one. You're right. If it goes bad, it could destroy this market a while.
Yeah.
If it goes well, it could be a catalyst to kick it off.
Exactly. So like, I trust Yuga Labs to just be an open book, put their best foot forward. It's just the SEC. I don't know what they're expecting or what they necessarily are looking for.
The good thing I've noticed that, or at least it feels like the SEC and these regulators are actually addressing things now. Like they're actually going and making decisions on this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We're about to talk about Kim Kardashian and her settlement with the SEC, which, again, it's a headline and it's a celebrity, but a year ago, we didn't see them going and actually pursuing criminals or celebrity money grabs, or in Kim's case, a celebrity who endorsed a crypto coin that was, I don't know the whole story behind it. It was fake. It was a scam, basically.
Right. Which we have been warning on our past episodes.
Right.
Like, look at the team, and if you look at the history of Kim Kardashian, a lot of the stuff is fake. Yeah. Like, so.
And even another word to fake, or another way to look at it, she's just being paid to promote something.
For sure.
And I think I have a note here. She violated the SEC's anti-touting provision. So she published an Instagram story promoting this coin that she heard was the next big thing, Ethereum Max.
Right.
She has 330 million followers.
Yep.
She failed to disclose that she received $250,000 in exchange for her promotion of the unregistered security. Unregistered security, so that's a key word. But yeah, so she put this out here to 330 million of her fans that follow her and buy her things and listen to her.
Endorse whatever she's about.
Yeah, so you got to imagine how many of those people lost a lot of money.
Yeah, and even in that, I'm going to shoot Kim a little bit of bail for that because obviously they settled. So I don't think she was aware that endorsing this was an actual security risk.
She might not be.
Yeah.
And
she knows now. But
she does know now, but that plays into doing your own research and understanding if there's a celebrity or famous or there's money behind something you're about to invest in. Are those people motivated the way they're saying, the way that the project or the company or whatever it is says it's going to play out? Are the investors or are the founders or is Kim Kardashian, does she know anything about Ethereum Max? Like, if people did a little bit of research before that, they'd probably find out no. But we're in this world of hype, and people move fast, and that plays into it all.
That is a little bit nutty that you would take some crypto advice from Kim Kardashian, though, and just roll with it. But
our society, that's a good point. That's a good point.
It is what it is. But shout out to the celebrities who actually are invested into it, though, because I know we've talked a lot about certain rug pulls from NBA players, NFL players, whoever's looked at in that light, like shout out Mila Kunis, Carl Jones, Miguel, some people who are actually like involved in there. And Pharrell, and look at their teams. Like, if you can't look at their team and identify like some back history or a track story there, it's a no for me.
Of success in that area of whatever they're trying to do in this new digital world.
Yeah. So like, I didn't see her promote.
Me neither.
Ethereum Max or whatever. So I'm not sure how that was illustrated to everybody, but I'm just gonna assume that there was no team involved. Like, here's my team running this or whatever. She took a bag. She's like, I'll take the 250. I'll throw up your coin up here.
Right.
That's just what I'm assuming. I could be completely wrong, but
not thinking that it was going to have this kind of effect. But
exactly. And people are, like, that's Kim Kardashian. To them, that's it. You know what I mean? So,
and to be honest, we have to get used to the world we're living in, where the people we and the people around us are taking advice from aren't what they used to be. It's not, I don't know, teachers, professors, parents, but it's influencers. And put aside that whatever description of whatever influencer means, but people are trying to share information and share stories, some of which are very true and real and awesome and helpful, but most of it is not real and not true. And it's people trying to do things, all power to them, but it's not always accurate or something that you should make decisions in your life from that info.
Right. Like, just to put I guess a cap on that, try not to idolize these people. Whatever it is, like you can look up to them or like aspire to do certain things that they have done, but if you're gonna idolize them, you're gonna fall susceptible to like pitfalls like this. So, it kind of is what it is. If you're just gonna go off of Kanye West's word,
you got a problem.
Good luck to you.
But this wasn't in our show rundown. But on the flips, did this just get announced yesterday? Kanye, what's it? J.P. Morgan is no longer letting Kanye
hold his money there. Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't that exactly what the crypto world is kind of
that is
the argument against the crypto is what am I trying to maybe you can help me put these words together, but they can just say, no, we don't want you can't have your money here.
They can shut you out.
Yeah.
They can move your shit. They can do whatever. That is an endorsement towards crypto and why like it is here, because people can kind of do what they want. Like if Chase Bank decided that, okay, Adam, like you have no access to any of your funds, they can literally just do that.
Yeah.
So I mean, and crypto's not they can do the same thing. We just talked about Celsius. Like, Celsius shut me out.
yeah. They're still in it.
Yeah.
Who is that guy? Newt Goldstein?
Oh yeah. Yeah. So like, and forgive me, this is not a best practice, but I still haven't updated into my
Ledger?
hardware wallet yet, the Ledger. So
But you're waiting for that Celsius to open up.
I'm waiting for the Celsius to open up, but I still have Coinbase active, holding coins there. So that's probably not smart. So
we live and we learn.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So like, I mean, that Kanye's going through it right now. So, but that is a very good example of why people should consider holding assets differently.
Yeah.
Because that could happen to you.
And that actually leads right into this segment on this new veefriends toys that were just released. We were considering waiting until the next episode, but I'm going to bust it out here because it kind of matches knowing the creator, knowing the founder, knowing what actions they're prepared to take or preparing for to take. There was some confusion in the veefriends community recently, at least confusion that I felt.
Okay.
And this was the first time one of my characters was created into something real life. veefriends released a set of plush toys and collectible figurines through Toys R Us, the new Toys R Us stores that are popping up within Macy's. Okay. So I think there are 80 or 100 around the country that have just popped up relatively recently.
So is it like a section within Macy's that's just Toys R Us?
Yeah, so almost like a pop-up shop inside Macy's, but it's not Toys R Us. Like these two big brands coming together.
That's exciting, though.
It's cool, yeah. So the confusion was these toys came out. There, other than getting a free one per token that we have, there was no extra utility. There were like 6 or 7 characters that had these collectibles and toys made of them. And a lot of people in the Discord community, I was finding, they were almost upset that they weren't getting something, or it wasn't. They were comparing it to the wine cellar event, and they got shoes on their last drop or all this merch.
Interesting.
But now all these toys are going out for everyone else. But that's the point to it for me. Like as a common sense cow holder, when these came out, I'm more happy that they're now putting those toys out to the world, letting everyone else have them through Macy's, through Toys R Us.
That's marketing.
Yeah, not something super exclusive to me that I can keep at home, which is great for a lot of things. But this is something that's another step to reach the masses, to reach other types of people than just the holders of the coins. So I took it as a big win.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't get some royalty or some special whatever, I thought this was as good as it gets.
I see it that way too. I think that's a win. I'm more so, and you would know better than me because I'm not really active in that Discord.
Yeah.
What were they expecting? Like, are they expecting something every single time something happens?
That's what people are expecting now.
Okay.
Because that's there's only been a few character releases, and for the most part, they've all kind of come with something. Whether the Jack Daniels, the special Jack Daniels bottle, or there's going to be an aspiring alpaca shoe. Things that holders will have a special or an early access to a limited edition something that's happened in the past. It's not happening here. We get a free collectible and a free figurine, but that's it.
That's really interesting because, like, I guess I didn't really realize that side of Discord and utility and the community. Like, yo, we want it this way. This is what I thought you were gonna do. Like, for me, like, if you hold a coin or if you hold an NFT project, you're kind of along for the ride.
Yes.
Like, you believe in what Gary Vee is doing. You believe what Kim Kardashian is doing or whatever. Like, you sign yourself up for this. So I don't think, like, they owe it to you to hit every expectation that you have. So that's what, like, did they want a free toy? Did they want, like, because I know for this project, you don't have IP. Like, Gary still holds IP.
Right.
So it's just like, what?
That's why I don't think they're understanding that in the long term, this is the best for their character.
Yeah.
Like, their character is now out in front of way more eyeballs than any other characters that have had a shoe release or any kind of other special release. I think it's almost that next level of the Discord chat all about raising the floor of a project. I think this is now the holders who are in the project and holding it. Now the greed's coming out, or that greedy side where, okay, we're in it. It's been a bear market. We're not getting anything. Like, here's my chance.
True. Bear
Where
market
is it? I'm like, no. Like, you got to be as patient as you were a year ago. Yeah. Like this is a good thing. But regardless of patience, I think it's a good thing when you think about it. I'd rather my stuff be out in front of more eyes. The common sense cow becomes more popular.
Right.
However it's going to be used.
And I like the angle, too, like going for the kids, too, because, like, they're going to be coming up in this stuff. And so their dollars probably, it's nothing right now, but they've got access to their parents. They're going to grow up remembering the common sense cow and trying to instill it into their kids. And
combine it with the Uno cards and the collectibles card. It's just
it's a long play.
It is.
It's a long play, which is why, like, I don't understand why people got so upset, because it's not like he hasn't been pumping things out for the community either. Like,
right. Like, he's getting pretty awesome stuff too. It's people, there's the selfishness about their own. Now it's my turn and I'm not getting what the last person got, or it's not as good as this.
Right. And I can really see that. Like, I'm even thinking towards some of the conversations that we had at VCon with some of the people there. Like, all they cared about was floor.
Yeah.
So this is just, to your point, like, this is that mutation of that. Like, okay,
we've gotten past the floor price, but now we're focusing on...
I'm dealing with that. I understand it's a long-term project, but when you drop some shit, I want a coin. I want a toy. I want tickets. Like,
so ultimately, like, the veefriends, the what it stands for doesn't really match up with those short-term actions. Like if you're gonna preach positivity and kindness and patience and all these things, stop thinking what's in it for me.
Right.
Like who
immediately.
Yeah,
because you can think about that down the line, like, because you've got the roadmap and the long-term vision. Because we've been preaching the last few episodes, like, if you're gonna get into this stuff, you got to be okay with losing a couple bucks and then waiting. Yeah. Like, if some things, like, don't materialize in your, like, time frame, sorry.
Like,
you could do it if you made your own project, I guess. But, like,
seriously, I think that my Common Sense Cow original token is $1 million token at some point. Yeah. I don't think it's going to be in the next 10 years.
2023.
It might be 11. It might be 30. Like, but I think... however it turns out, it's a valuable token. It's not doing very well right now, and it's probably
a lot of them aren't.
Yeah, so there's no need to have that. I mean, emotions are emotions, but if you have a long-term approach to it all, these actions look a little differently in your eyes.
Yeah, it's a mindset thing, because you and I are both Boss Beauty holders, and we think, like, that is the best one of the best projects that you could be involved with. I don't know what the floor is, but it's not high.
Less
so it's
than
like
half a ETH.
But you see what the creators are doing. Like they just came out with the Super Boss Beauties. We don't know what that's necessarily going to materialize into yet, but
and their official partnership with Barbie.
Yeah, and they have the Marvel
Talk about
partnership. Toys. Like you see the track record of things that are occurring. So to be in the Discord being like, yo, like, how come I didn't get a Barbie? It's just like
there's probably the people that weren't in there actively throughout the time these things were happening. So it's all right. I've just been waiting. Here's my chance to shine, and I'm not getting anything. Right. Boss Beauties is dope though.
Yeah, they make moves. The first project visible at the New York Stock Exchange, they make moves
and moves that match their mission. Yeah. Like match what they're all about. It all fits. It's one of those I'm surprised. I mean, I couldn't put a valuation on any token right now.
Right.
Who knows? But I'm surprised it's not in the top group of however people categorize NFTs. I think it will be.
I think it was last episode we were talking. Was it Doodles?
Yeah,
that got the crazy valuation.
Yeah.
Like, somebody got to look at Boss Beauties, man.
Right?
I might be biased, but I don't know.
That's biased with a little bit of research behind it. Like that's they're doing real things. It's just it's actually a really good learning opportunity for us, understanding why it isn't working yet. We think it's going to work, but something's not clicking. It feels like it does. Like it doesn't feel like there's anything wrong with the project in the Discord, but all right, now what's it going to feel like when it takes off?
Maybe it's just the angle. Like it's a woman-led project, and they might think like, oh, you're kind of biting off of what World of Women was doing. Mm-hmm. They were the first originators, but they're doing completely different things. Like
completely different.
That random NFT that we all got by being a holder of World of Women, and then we could have our own like gallery now. Like that was sweet.
It was dope. It was dope. They're art focused. Boss Beauties are, more career mentorship focused.
Yeah.
Women and Weapons is more empowerment in terms of using weapons in the form of what used to be, negatively derived kitchen utensils and like negative stigmas against women. It's like, all right, now we're Women and Weapons.
Yeah, we're empowering everyone.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. People gotta just be patient, like get involved, understand what you're buying into, and be patient, man. Like
patience.
The bank is not going to break day one. So
patient panda.
Patient panda.
Yeah. Another good episode,
next
man.
time,
13.
Brother. Yeah, lucky 13.